All right, good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m. I believe there's maybe an echo here in the courtroom. I'm Judge Melanie Williams. This is the Orca A status calendar. At this calendar, we will resolve and check status on aging cases. All defendants, you have an absolute right to remain silent. Anything you say regarding the facts of the case can and will be used against you. You also have a right to an attorney today. All participants, this particular proceeding is being broadcast over the internet as a live stream. It is also being recorded. That means that any member of the public can log on and watch this particular proceeding. I expect everyone to be in a quiet and safe place, just as if you were here in the courtroom with us. Please do not be driving or in a public store or location. That will be considered as a failure to appear today. All right, I'm gonna call the entire calendar to see if all defendants are present. If there are particular announcements from the state, please make those at that time. All right, position one, Robert Britt.
Present.
All right, Mr. Britt, do you have an attorney?
Your
No, ma'am.
Honor, if I may, this case has been transferred to the district attorney's office.
Okay. All right, Mr. Britt, what that means is this case is no longer before me. The Solicitor General has transferred your case over to the DA, so you'll receive notice regarding a future court date, all right? It is my advice that you seek the assistance of an attorney at this time who can more adequately explain what will happen, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. Please keep your address current with the court and reach out to either the public defender's office or find an attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a blessed day.
All right, take care. Xavier Brundage. Xavier Brundage.
And I'm sorry, I didn't say good morning, Judge Williams, Erica Marshall, story for the state.
Good morning.
Good morning. This defendant does have an FTA from July 20th of 2021.
All right. And I'll sound for him one last time. All right. So I'll be aware. I see those. Richard Klein.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jared Mitnick for Mr. Klein. He's present.
Present.
All right. We'll come back to that case. Do you have any announcement, Mr. Mitnick?
Judge, just like an opportunity to speak with the state briefly. We've gone through a number of prosecutors on this matter and just hoping we can get this resolved in short order, but I will.
All right, we'll be back to you shortly. It's not a long calendar today.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Brandon Davis. Brandon Davis. All right, the case of Miasha Dowdle will be reset. Is Ms. Dowdle present?
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Dowdle, I need you to turn on your camera. Are you turning on your camera at this time?
Yes.
All right, apparently, Ms. Dowdle, there was a cross defendant involved in your particular matter, and both of your cases will be reset to the October 5th calendar so that they can be handled together. We were not able to give the cross defendant adequate notice, so your case will be reset to that date, okay? So you are free to go today, but you'll need to appear on October the 5th, okay? Do you have an attorney?
No, I don't even know anything about the case. I don't even know how this is a cross case.
Okay, so what you should do is either contact the public defender's office. Your case is not going to be handled today. And if you don't qualify for their services, seek a private attorney who can assist you. This is actually good. You're going to get more time to handle, to figure out some representation, okay? So you'll receive another notice and you'll need to appear on October the 5th.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Have a good day. All right, Samuel Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Jones, do you have an attorney? Do you wish to seek the services of the public defender's office today?
I had a public defender for this case, but I never
right.
got contact.
Who's here? I know Mr. Raffick is here in the courtroom with me. Do you represent Mr. Jones? Who else is here from the public defender's office today?
Good morning, Your Honor. Wanda Gant.
Oh, good morning, Ms. Gann. It's good to see you. Do you represent this defendant?
I do not, but I am happy to speak with him.
All right. Is anyone aware of whether or not he previously submitted information such that he would qualify, or does he need to submit a new application, Ms. Gann or Mr. Raffick? Do you
I don't
know?
think anybody's talked to him in our office.
Okay, Mr. Jones, what I'm gonna ask you to do is there's information in the chat feature today, and this applies to all defendants who wish to seek the services of the Public Defender's Office. Please send them an email with your contact information. Oh, it says, please put your contact information in the chat, but I'm gonna ask that you chat it directly to either Ms. Gant. I guess Ms. Gant is the only PD online. Please chat it to her directly so that everyone does not end up with your contact information. So Mr. Jones, do that now so that someone can assist you, okay? And we'll come back to you. Thank you. All right, the case of Tanjanika Lee.
Good morning, Your Honor. Are we?
I have her
talking about
file.
position 7? Did we miss position 7?
We did
Nicole?
not. Position 7 is a null prize.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, position 8, I'm sorry, Mr. Raffick, you represent that
I
defendant?
believe I do, yes. And I talked to her Monday. She should be online. She said she's going to attend by Zoom.
Is Ms. Lee present?
I'm here.
Yes, I am.
All right, we'll come back to your case. Your attorney.
That's not the right Miss Lee.
Oh, Ms. Nicole Lee. Ms. Nicole Lee, you are free to go. Your case has been dismissed, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good day. All right, Ms. Tanjanika Lee, are you present on the Zoom conference?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I need you to turn on your camera.
I'm pulling over. I was on the expressway dropping my kids off.
Okay, you're required to be in a safe and quiet place. If you're not, you can't handle this. It's almost as if you didn't come to court. All right? Mr. Raffick, is there an announcement for Ms. Lee's case?
We need to pre-try, discuss this with the prosecutor.
Okay, we'll come back to it. Thank you. All right, Richard Matthews.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wanda Gant on behalf of Richard Matthews. He should be trying to get onto the Zoom call. We do have an offer, however, we will need to, I'm asking to reset to the next final plea calendar.
Okay. And you don't believe that we're close enough to perhaps be able to take that plea today, Ms. Gant?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we will reset Mr. Matthews' case to the October 12th final plea calendar at 9 a.m. Is Mr. Matthews present? I see you on the Zoom conference, Mr. Matthews.
Yes, I am.
Please turn on your camera. All right, Mr. Matthews' case will be reset at this time, Mr. Matthews. Your case will not be resolved today. You'll need to appear on October 12th, not the 7th, at 9 a.m.
All
And
right.
Ms. Gant, it's our hope that you'll be able to resolve the case at this time. Mr. Matthews, please keep your contact information current with court and with Ms. Gant, and otherwise you're free to go, all right?
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Take care. Have a great afternoon. All right, Miari
Yep.
Mims.
Present.
Okay, Ms. Mims, do you have an attorney?
No.
Do you wish to seek the services of the Public Defender's Office?
Yes.
All right, please follow the instructions in the chat, and please chat Ms. Gant, who will check to see if you qualify for their services. Okay?
Okay. Thank
Please
you.
please do that now. Everyone, please, who wishes to seek the services of the Public Defender's Office, please go ahead and do so. All right, Kiara Pommels, or Pommels maybe? Kiara Pommels. Alan Smiley. Alan Smiley. All right. David Tatum.
Your
David.
Honor,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Ms.
Your Honor.
Githier. Good morning. How are you, Ms. Githier?
I'm good. Mr. Tatum also failed to appear on July 20th. We would request a bench warrant.
Yeah, I'm aware all the FTAs are on the calendar.
Okay.
Most of these cases have been before, been on an Orca calendar before. All right, Alante Waters.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wanda Gant for Mr. Waters. I am not sure if he is on the Zoom call, but I do have an offer and have not been able to relay that to him. So I would ask that we reset this case, please, to the next plea calendar.
If your client is not here, I'm not sure that we're gonna do that at this time. Ms. Gant, have you spoken to him at all?
I was in contact with him, yes, Your Honor.
All right, perhaps maybe we give him a call and see if he can at least appear today. And if he does, then we'll still reset his case.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Aria Womack, I'm sorry, Ms. Womack. All right, is there anyone present whose name I did not call? All right,
Hi, yes, Your Honor. My name is Xavier Brundage. I have my name.
oh, Mr. Brundage, I did call your name. You were not here.
Position number 2.
Yes,
Oh,
you were
I'm
not
sorry.
here at 9 a.m. Were you, Mr. Brundage?
Yes, ma'am. I was here. It was just taking a little minute for my phone to load.
Okay, that sounds like not here. All right, do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Do you wish to seek the services of the public defender's office today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please follow the directions in the chat and send your information to Ms. Gant so we can see if you qualify, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now, we'll go back to position 3, Mr. Richard Klein. Whose case is that for the state?
Erica Marshall Story, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Marshall Story, would you be willing to go into a breakout with Mr. Mitnick at this time? See if we can resolve that?
Yes.
All right, so we could put
Judge.
them into a breakout, that would be ideal. All right, Mr. Raffick, we were holding for one of your positions as well. Did you say you needed to speak with your client?
Yeah, I need to speak with the solicitor and the client, both. Solicitor first.
All right, I'm sorry, please remind me, it was position 8?
Eight, yes, Ms. Lee. And
Is that Ms. Marshall Story's case as well?
That's my case, Your Honor.
Oh, that works out perfectly today. That's ideal. Ms. Giffier, Mr. Raffick is here in the courtroom with me. If you could put your phone number in the chat, perhaps to Ms. Redden, so he could give you a call.
Okay.
I can't access the Zoom here today.
No, I
for
know, I
some
said, that's
reason.
why I said phone call.
Okay,
I'm asking for a phone number, and then you can call if you have a cell phone.
okay. That's
Sorry,
fine.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I
Please
was trying to see how do I get to the where I can speak to the public defender.
You need to send a message in the chat to Wanda Gant,
Okay.
and she'll send you, she'll reach out to you.
Okay.
Your Honor, could I send a message to Ms. Wanda Gant?
Sure.
I can't access the computer this morning from the courtroom for some reason, but you've got my cell phone. You can text me on the cell phone if you need me to call one of the clients.
Okay, I thank you so much for letting me know that.
All right, so Mr. Raffick, Ms. Gittier is awaiting your call. And everybody else is waiting on to contact the public defender's office, correct? All right.
Rita.
Gittier.
Good morning, Your Honor. Regarding Mr. Waters,
Yes.
he will be joining the call momentarily.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Camp.
You're welcome.
Do you
I
have
don't
any
have
other
a file
announcements,
on
Ms.
her.
Gant,
For some reason, it
regarding
didn't
who may
give me- I did
qualify?
talk to her Monday to make sure she's gonna be here so I can talk to her.
Your Honor, I believe that you asked me a question, but I don't believe that I heard
Okay.
you.
No, I asked if you had other announcements
Well,
regarding who may
okay,
qualify, Ms.
okay.
Camp.
No, Your Honor, I am just getting to that now. I was trying to reach out to my client, so I'm
Okay.
getting to that.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Camp.
You're welcome.
Give her mine so I can talk to her.
Okay. Miss Tanjanika Lee, Miss Lee? Are you still present?
I am right.
All right, Ms. Lee, please place a phone number into the chat to Miss Monica Franklin Redding so that your attorney can give you a call.
They don't give me no option of send to her. No option of sending her. Right, that's right.
Mr. Klein and I have returned if the judge wants an update on position number 3.
Yes, that'd be great. What's the announcement?
Mr. Klein?
Judge, this is Jared Mitnick for Mr. Klein. We are requesting a reset. The state and I are close to getting this resolved. There's just a few details that we need to tidy up. And so we would just ask to be placed on another calendar, and we anticipate we'll be able to get it resolved at that time.
All right, would the October 5th calendar give you both enough time?
Judge, I'm on leave that week. I'm taking my kids to Disney for the first time.
All right, well, you know, the rest of us are jealous and wish we were going with you. All right, what about the October 12th calendar? That is an actual final plea calendar where only pleas will be taken that day.
Judge, let me pull it up, and I am available that day.
All right. So this case will be reset to the October 12th final plea calendar at 9 a.m. Is Ms. Marshall Story, is it possible for you to send the paperwork then so that we can figure out the paperwork at that time? Hopefully send it before then so that Mr. Klein will have a chance to sign it and scan it into the court.
Your Honor, I definitely will do everything. We're waiting for the specific offer, which may have been received or provided by the previous ASG in the courtroom. But I think it will really depend on Mr. Mitnick and his availability to talk to his client while he's on vacation. But as soon as I get the information that I need, I will, of course, send over the paperwork to Mr. Mitnick.
Wonderful. All right. You both are free to go. We will see you on October the 12th at 9 a.m. and enjoy Disneyland.
Thank you, Judge. And is it safe to assume that we're going to get a new notice or a link for that hearing?
Yes. The link
Okay.
should be the same as the link you followed today. So if you save today's email, you can just click on the same one, but you should receive another notice.
All right. Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Take care. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
All right. Any other announcements from the Public Defender's Office? Ms. Gant, perhaps?
Good morning, Your Honor. I just sent an application to Mr. Brundage, and Mr. Rafoff is working with Ms. Mims, and we have another attorney who is not on Zoom. He is working to qualify Mr. Jones.
All right, thank you.
Are there any other people here who are interested in public defender services? Okay, that is Mr. Waters. Your Honor, that is Mr. Waters, Alante.
Okay, Mr. Waters, you were not here at 9 a.m. Do you have an explanation for why we're not with us this morning?
I was at work. I'm at work currently. I was just helping somebody move their stuff. That's all.
You have to understand, if you were to miss this, potentially a bench warrant could have been issued for you. You understand the seriousness of this, correct, Mr. Waters?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to come to every court date because it's up to the judge who's sitting to decide whether or not they were going to issue an arrest warrant for you. Okay. All right, Ms. Gant, seeing that your client is here, you're asking for a reset of this case?
Yes, Your Honor, to the next plea calendar.
All right, what we'll do is we will reset this case to the final plea calendar on October the 12th in the hopes that we will be able to finally resolve it at that time. Mr. Waters, please be at that calendar and please be on time, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. We do apologize
All right.
for the mix-up this morning.
All right, and the case will be reset. All right, you're free to
Mr.
go,
Waters.
Mr. Waters.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, we'll be on a brief hold until the Public Defender's Office has further announcements.
We are ready on position 8 whenever Judge Williams is ready.
I'm ready. Your announcement. It's not, Mr. Raffick is not back yet. Are you
He's out. Okay.
not quite ready?
If you're waiting on me, we can address that, number 8.
Yes, with the announcement.
We're asking for, please, yeah. We're asking for a reset. I think we can work it out, but we need some time to look at it.
All right, we'll reset it to the October 5th status calendar. Should I give you enough time?
October 5?
Yes.
That's fine, that's fine.
All right, the case is reset and Ms. Lee is free to go.
Thank you so much.
All right. Are there any other announcements? All right, we'll wait for further announcements from the Public Defender's Office.
Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gant.
Thank you, Your Honor. It appears that section 2, Mr. Brundage applies to, qualifies for the services of our office. And if I may have pretrial with the appropriate ASG.
Is that Ms. Marshall's story?
Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
If Ms. Gant and Ms. Marshall's story could be placed in the breakout, please.
You're unemployed. Yeah. Pardon?
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Trejo, you have an announcement?
Yes, ma'am. So I've just qualified Mr. Jones. That's position, let's see, I believe it's position 4. No, position 6. So I've just spoken to position 6. He does qualify for the services of the public defender.
All right. And is there a particular announcement? Would you like to retry the case today, or are you asking for a reset?
So I'm going to ask for a reset, Your Honor. My understanding is that we may need to seek services of a conflict attorney just because we did represent position 7, and that is a co-defendant on this case.
All right. What we'll do is we'll reset. We'll give you a little extra time. We'll reset this one. If I reset it to a motions calendar, we can still check status, correct? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna reset, even though it says motions, Mr. Trejo, it'll still be just a status check at that time.
Okay.
It'll be reset to the October 26th motions calendar.
Okay.
That should give you enough time to ascertain whether or not there is a conflict, despite the null pros.
Great.
And I expect your client to appear at that time as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Jones, I think he's no longer on this conference, but I did see him earlier. He is free to go.
Just make sure that we're.
I didn't hear any.
Okay, and to clarify, Mr. Trejo, that calendar on the 26th is not at 9, it's at 11:30.
Okay.
All right. So please have your client be aware of that time.
Okay, great. So Mr. Jones, October 26th at 11:30 a.m. will be the next.
Is that Samuel Jones? Because I didn't. Is that me?
Yes, sir.
I just got back in the Zoom call. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And you're otherwise free to go, Mr. Jones. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you on the 26th at 11:30.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, take care. Bye. Thank you. Mr. Raffet, do you have an announcement?
Yes, number 10 is Miss Sarita Gathia. Is she also still on Zoom?
Oh, Miss Givier, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Maria Mims has just faxed me the death certificate of her mother. Not faxed, texted me. If somebody here can help me send it to you, we might be able to resolve this today, but I do have it in a text window. If I can send it to you. Today, whatever you want to do. You're the victim is the mother. Yes, is the mother.
All right.
Start a new, I'm gonna email it to myself, start a new email, and then we'll attach it to the email, because I saved it to your photo.
You're asking me to do.
Oh,
I'm new to the.
no, you're
I'm
good.
new to Apple, so
Look,
I
I
don't know what I'm
don't,
doing.
that's an Android, so
Okay,
I'll figure it out.
that's the cheap Apple. Just got it.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, those who are showing up these once, I think we will settle. I'm sorry, finish that. Finish that, please.
Your Honor.
Do you have an announcement, Ms. Gant?
Yes, Your Honor. With regard to position 2, Mr. Brundage, I do believe that we will be able to resolve this case very soon. I would ask that we be reset to, if there is a calendar, October 5th, I believe it's a status calendar.
All right, we will so reset this case. Do you anticipate us being able to resolve it in a plea at that time, Ms. Gant?
No, Your Honor, he will complete parenting class
Okay.
And
by
that,
that time.
yes, and that'll be in contemplation of a null process, Your Honor. So yes, the case will be resolved, just not through.
Not by a plea.
plea.
All right, thank you for that point of clarification. The case will be so reset. Mr. Brundage, you are free to go. We will see you on October 5th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Gann. All right, is there anyone that is still waiting to speak to the public defender's office that has not done so? I don't believe so. I'm just waiting for holding on position 10. And then that likely will conclude the calendar today.
Somebody.
No, that's my turn.
That's good. Okay, thank you.
I think so. You should pop up.
Yes.
I was waiting on a response from the solicitor. Either
Oh, okay. Ms.
discuss
Giffier.
that today possibly, or reset it to check into whether the victim has died.
All right, Ms. Giffier, did you receive the information? And what is the state's position regarding Ms. Mims' case?
Yes, I just looked at the death certificate. The state will not process that. I can get that over just momentarily.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mims. That will conclude your case. Your case is now dismissed, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. All right, I believe that concludes the entire calendar. Is there anybody else still on the Zoom conference that we have not spoken to today? Ms. Gant, Mr. Trejo, any other announcements?
Yes, it's Alan Smiley.
I'm sorry, your name is what?
Alan Smiley.
Oh, Mr. Smiley, when we called your name, where were you?
My phone, I couldn't. I guess I couldn't hear it. Kept going out. The volume on it.
All right, it says that your case was reset in order for you to get an attorney. Where's your attorney, Mr. Smiley?
I haven't got one yet. I was trying to see, could I talk to the solicitor?
You want to talk to this? What I don't want you to do is to speak to the solicitor and give them your defenses. So what I don't want you to do is get into there and talk to the solicitor about your case.
No, I'm not trying to talk to them. I'm just trying to see what they're trying to like offer or whatever.
Whose case is this? Is this yours, Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the offer at this time for Mr. Smiley's case in case 21 CR 0000612F, in which Mr. Smiley is charged with 1 count of simple battery and 1 count of disorderly conduct with the offense date of March the 30th. Is there an offer, Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor. It is 12 months probation, 8 anger management classes, alcohol, drug evaluation and treatment, and 40 hours of community service, and no further violent contact with the victim, Latrice Seaborn.
Okay, I got. I'll take that.
You will take. You said you'll take that.
Yeah.
Do you understand your rights? Have you spoken to an attorney? You understand that you have the right to an attorney, and you wish to represent yourself?
Yes.
Do you have a way to sign and complete paperwork today?
Could they email it to me?
Do you have a way to print it out and send it back?
Yes, ma'am.
And you'll be able to do that in the next few minutes before court concludes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will go forward with taking the plea at this time, but what we'll need to do is you need to start moving towards where you could go get that paperwork completed, because if you don't have it signed and sent back to us, it's just like you didn't take a plea today, all right?
Okay.
All right, Mr.
Do they have what I need to send my email?
Can you chat your email to Ms. Githia?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to ask you some questions to make sure you're voluntarily taking the plea. Are you sure you don't wish to speak to an attorney further about the effects of pleading guilty to these charges? Because neither me nor Ms. Githia can give you legal advice. Mrs. Smiley, you're gonna have to find a way to stabilize the phone so we can actually see you.
Oh, I'm trying to put it up to my ear because I'm at work.
Okay, but you need to be in a quiet place where you can take a plea and put the phone on like a book or something, because when you lean down, we have to be able to see you speaking, okay?
Okay.
All right. Ms. Githia, if you would start preparing his plea paperwork as well. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mrs. Smiley, I'm gonna ask you some questions, but first, please raise your right hand. Can you please raise your right hand, Mrs. Smiley. Do you swear and affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge and under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Put your hand down. Ms. Githia, will you very briefly give us the factual basis here so that Mr. Smiley can stipulate to it?
Just give me 1 second to pull that case up.
I know I'm asking quite a few things of you at this time.
Hey, turn that pack off real quick.
Mr. Smiley, please.
My system is a little slow. It's still pulling up his case.
That's okay. Mrs. Smiley, you said that you're at work. You are going to be able to scan and print, correct? I'm just verifying that. Okay.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. The state expects the evidence to show that on March 30th, 2019, Mr. Allen was wrestling with the victim, Latrice Seaborn, on the front lawn.
All right. Mrs. Smiley, do you agree that those are the facts as they happen?
Yes.
And do they have the proper defendant? Are you properly identified as the person who
Oh,
did
yes,
this?
ma'am.
And do you agree that this occurred in Fulton County?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at this time?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that you had a right to an attorney today, but you chose to represent yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And you feel sufficiently informed and aware such that you are able to take a plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
And did anyone force you into taking a plea?
No.
Did anyone promise you anything in exchange for taking a plea?
No.
And you understand you're waiving your right to any further court date regarding this matter?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're waiving your right to have the state prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Githia, will you please do me a favor again? I did not get it all down. Will you please put the state's offer into the record again for me one time?
Yes, Your Honor. Excuse me. 12 months probation, 8 anger management classes, alcohol drug evaluation and treatment, 40 hours of community service, no further violent contact with Latrice, Latrice, Seaborn, Seaborn.
All right, you understand each of those requirements, Mr. Smiley?
Yes, ma'am.
And you agree to comply with those?
Yes, ma'am.
And you agree to immediately contact probation to give them your contact information such that you can report?
Yes, ma'am. And y'all, will they email me all that stuff?
Hold 1 second. We'll talk logistics at the end. I'm just making sure that you're agreeing to comply. You agree to comply?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. As to the charge of simple battery and disorderly conduct, Mr. Smiley, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your guilty plea at this time. I need you to start making your way towards where you'll complete your paperwork. Did you give Ms. Githia an email address?
No, ma'am. Hold
Can
on.
you do that right
Wait, just
now?
put it in the chat.
Yes, but chat it to her, Sarita, it says ASG, Sarita Githia, so that you don't give your information to everyone on the Zoom conference.
How do I do that?
Okay, I am not an IT specialist, but I believe you should be able to go into the chat feature, choose her name from the drop down, choose it and toggle it, and then you'll send her that information.
Okay, I got it.
All right, and then you need to start making your way. There's probation information in the chat as well. There's a phone number and an address. You'll need to call that phone number as soon as court is over and give them your information, okay?
Okay. I just sent the email.
All right, Ms. Githia is gonna send you some paperwork in about 2 or 3 minutes, I hope. You'll need to fill it out, and then we'll need to get it right back. So Mrs. Smiley, we need to see you walking towards wherever you need to go.
See me on what?
Are you gonna start walking there now to fill out
Yes,
your
ma'am.
paper? All right, we wanna see you start moving, Mrs. Smiley. She's sending it. All right?
Okay.
You
All
are
right.
our last case today.
All right.
All right, in the meantime, do we wanna review the calendar?
So what you want me to just, when I fill it out, come back to the Zoom?
Yes, fill it out, scan it. I need to confirm that we've gotten it, okay?
Okay.
If Ms. Marshall Story don't mind, if she could also write down I think I have them all, but just in case.
Most definitely.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, we're gonna review the calendar. Mrs. Smiley, you're free to turn off your camera, but just start walking towards the printer.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me?
A little bit louder, please.
Is that better?
That is, thank you.
You're welcome. Position number 1, last name Britt, case was transferred to Superior Court. Position number 2, last name Brundage, case reset to status calendar October 5th at 9 o'clock. Position number 3, Klein, reset to final plea calendar October 12th at 9 o'clock. Position number 4, Davis, defendant was FTA, has been reset to the show cause calendar October 5th. Position number 5, had a cross defendant, and both cases will be reset for October 5th. Position number 6, Jones, reset to a motions calendar October 26th at 11:30 for a status check. Position number 7, Lee, case was null pros. Position number 8, Lee, case was reset for a status calendar October 5th at 9 o'clock. Position 9, Matthews, reset final plea October 12th at 9. Position 10, Mims, case was null pros. Position 11, FTA, reset for show cause calendar October 5th. Position 12, that is Mr. Smiley, we are working on a plea. Position number 13, Tatum, FTA, reset for show cause calendar October 5th. Position 14, reset for final plea calendar October 12th. Position 15, FTA, reset for a show cause calendar October 5th.
Any comments, changes, corrections, or questions? All right, those other than Mr. Smiley and unfortunately Ms. Githia are free to go. We'll be in recess into the Orca status calendar on September the 1st. Everyone take care. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Smiley, I just sent over 2 documents. I'm going to send one more, but you can get started with those 2.
Mrs. Smiley, did you hear that? You should have received 2. Can you confirm that you got them?
I'm about to check now. I was just looking, I ain't see.
We can't get this in the next few minutes, Mrs. Smiley. We may need to reset you and you'll have to come down to sign your documents. So let's try to make this work.
You heard me. She just sent it. I would just check my email. It wasn't there. Okay, I got it.
All right.
I'm about to get it filled out now.
All right.
And I just sent the waiver of a right to counsel just to your mom, just a moment ago.
Thank you, Ms. Gutierrez.
You're welcome.
right, Mr. Smiley, have you been able to at least print?
It's all right if I fill it out on my phone.
No, you're gonna have to, this is why we were asking, can you print it out and sign it and scan it back?
I was doing it on my phone. I was gonna send it back.
No, I don't, what does the signature look like? What kind of phone do you have?
Ma'am,
What kind of phone are you signing it with? You're using a program to sign it? How
yeah,
are you signing it?
on the program.
You have an iPhone?
I got a Galaxy.
Okay, let's do at least one and send it to Miss Xavier and let's see what it looks like. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Excuse me, can I just come down there and do it? It take me like 20 minutes to get down there.
No, we'll have to reset you if that's what you're gonna do. We're gonna reset your case into the final plea calendar, Mrs. Smiley. Just come in person and be prepared to sign, okay?
Okay.
So
Where date is it gonna be?
It'll be the final plea calendar on October 12th. Is there a sooner one since he's already taken the plea? There's not a sooner one. Okay, October 12th, Mr. Wiley. All right, we'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that concludes our calendar today. Thank you, everyone.